Okay, it's another video. You can tell I'm bored today. There it is. This is out in San Fran. Maybe we should go recommend them. Holla! We'll go slow. Come on, baby. We'll go slow. I ain't scared. Baby, come on. Don't be all. All right. Trying to figure out some other things we could talk about. Trying to put some topics on the board. Look at this guy. Holla, shakala, green dollar. All right, what else can we talk about? You know, I could promote businesses, small businesses. I could be like a Travelogue. You know, I did the Beverly Hills tour. That was really interesting. I saw Queen Latifah's house. I could, Ron Howard, if you're listening, I'd love to kind of give a tour. You have a beautiful home, dude. Ron Howard's, he was in, what was that? Man, that was, I cannot believe I forgot that show. Too Much Cannabis Today. But anyway, Ron Howard, you know, he produced so many of those things, so many of those great movies with Brian Glazer. In fact, if there was a more perfect job that I would love to have, would be Brian Glazer. Or man, I would love to just hang out with Brian Glazer and Ron Howard. Just that duality, that would be such an interesting thing. Two powerhouses. Anyway, we saw Ron Howard's house. I can give a tour of it. It's funny, I was kind of doing the tour and the guy in front of me, because Ron Howard, I think, bought that house from Wilt Chamberlain. And it was overlooking the Hollywood sign, and then the guy in front of me was like, I bet you that house could tell some stories. I'm like, all right, dude, that's funny. Anyway, so where else you want to go? You know, there's a lot of places I've been. I would love to, like I said, make this a channel, a source of light and love. You know, I may even come up with some business ideas and talk about some things I'm frustrated with, and or maybe, I got an idea. Maybe you run a Porsche dealership in Miami, and you want a guy to drive your Porsche from Porsche land to New York, and I could do that. You know, I'm kind of doing a gap year. You know, who is this guy? Jonathan Fibonacci. That's what he's talking about. He's random and all this shit, and his Twitter has all this like, and he kind of thinks he's funny, and you know, and all that shit. And I'm just not even sure. And what the fuck is he talking about? And anyway, so one thing I'm doing is I am just wanting to make this channel a source of light and love, and you know, doing kind of a gap year. I ran a company for 10 years, went through a bitter custody battle, and really just said, kind of fuck it, you know. I mean, really, life sort of, and I just said, all right, we got to make some changes, baby, make some changes. And sometimes you change, sometimes life changes things for you, and you know, kind of a hero's journey. And man, it's fun. It's funner when you're watching it on TV. You know, a lot of times whenever life changes, you know, it could be, you know, it could be disoriented. Let's use that word. And you know, it's funny, the hero's journey. Even though I studied that, and I've you know, I know, you know, I love to study Joseph Campbell's work and even Carl Jung's work. When you're going through it yourself, you're like, holy shit, this ain't good. And you know, you lose things, you lose friends, and there's a call to adventure. And a lot of times those calls are suppressed and repressed, and that's one reason why religion is so toxic, is because a lot of religion is built upon repression and oppression and all those Essions, and then you know, you slowly open yourself to a higher power. You know, for me, cannabis has been instrumental to that. But even now, you know, now that I'm kind of in the middle of this, and anyway, blah blah blah. I can ramble about the hero's journey all day long. But you know, one way to navigate your journey is with the hero's journey, and to look at the hero's journey for yourself and ask some hard questions. You know, ask yourself. In fact, just Google hero's journey, and go, you know what? Where am I in that story? You know, maybe I can come speak to your church or your organization, or maybe you personally, and be like a life coach. You got to pay me a ton of money. But you know, maybe you want to. You tried other therapies, you've tried all that kind of stuff, and you're like, maybe I should just fucking, you know, do this hippie thing where he want me to do that fucking, you know, that hero's journey, and he wants me to figure out where I is with that shit, and then I need to figure out, and then, or in fact, maybe you don't like Wikipedia, maybe you don't like the hero's journey. Just go watch the movie I Am Joe. Such a good documentary. Man, that one's, in fact, I love documentaries. Maybe I should just make this channel nothing but me reviewing documentaries or movies. Or maybe, I got an idea, maybe you're a big old Hollywood type and you would love for me to come in and preview your movies and write, you know, or maybe you just want me to turn some music up. All right, you guys have a great day. Email me, americano417@gmail.com. Americano It's my favorite drink at Starbucks. Maybe you're Howard Schultz and you want me to come to Starbucks and help you remember the company you used to be before you become some sort of fucking corporation. In fact, Howard Schultz, if you're there, listen to me, Howard Schultz. Howard Schultz, I'll come talk to you right now. In fact, I'll tell you something I read about Howard Schultz. First of all, he's a brilliant guy. Brilliant guy. In fact, I'll tell you two things, kind of brag on this guy. But he was talking about how one way that he knows whether a store is well run is what? And so you can run any business and you can use this. And he goes, he listens for the laughter among his employees. And he watches that. And so think about that as, you can walk into your business and you can kind of see, how things are emotionally by just watching the